In Bulgaria, there is a saying that means great quality does not require much effort, and Dimitar Berbatov embodied that truth. Here was a man who appeared to glide through matches, patiently waiting for the ball to land at his feet. Yet when it did, oh my goodness, he was extraordinary every time. He was known as a luxury striker. He cared about winning but insisted on doing it beautifully. When asked about his style, he said those without beauty and grace were powerless to win a heart. And win a heart he did. Berbatov became a cult hero despite controversy. Neither the mafia, 2 kidnapping attempts, nor even being shunned by Sir Alex Ferguson could stop him. Every time he stepped on the pitch, it was as if violence should play his every move. His touch was so delicate that one coach remarked every ball he plucked seemed to die at his toe. And all this began in a bleak, concrete world in Bulgaria. There, young Dimitar honed his skills with an inflated pig bladder and later a basketball. Every evening he tossed the ball high and tamed it with his foot thousands of attempts over years. With a father who was a top-flight footballer and a mother who played semi-professional handball, destiny had chosen him to be a prodigy. Inspired by Stoichkov's 4th place at the World Cup, he followed a different path. He admired Alan Shearer for his lethal instinct and Marco van Basten for his elegance. Blend the two and you get Berbatova, vintage predator in the box, and a modern creative threat. At 18, he joined CSKA Sofia, receiving 22 pairs of boots and 50 footballs. There he grew quickly, scoring 6 goals in his first year, 16 in his second, and 7 in just 2 UEFA Cup games during his 3rd season. By December, he had reached 16 goals after only 15 matches. Yet controversy brewed early. At 19, while some booed him, others adored him. One day, after training, a family friend lured him into a sleek black car. Soon he found himself at a restaurant with tough men and Georgy Ilyev, owner of Levski Kustendil, who offered him a move out of Sofia. His father intervened and called Pavlov of CSKA to rescue him. Though this episode might seem minor, it revealed a dark reality. Both Pavlov and Ilyev later fell victim to sniper assassinations. From that moment, Berbatov resolved to leave Bulgaria. Leverkusen soon embraced him as part of their golden generation with Lucio, Zay, Roberto, and Balak. 6 months later, he debuted with a hat trick in a friendly and soon became a key player, scoring 15 goals and 13 starts by the 31st match day. Leverkusen led the Bundesliga and were on the brink of a treble, but fate intervened. A series of losses allowed Dortmund to snatch the title and Schalke to win the cup. Their only hope was the Champions League. Yet, Los Galacticos stood in the way. Berbatov recalled watching them in the tunnel as if he were staring at a mountain. Midway through a match, when Zidane scored a mesmerizing goal, he admitted he longed to applaud but knew it was not his place. The sting of defeat left scars. He vowed to break Bayer Leverkusen's curse and become the Maradona of Leverkusen. But with key teammates leaving and the club flirting with relegation before bouncing back, Berbatov's world-class numbers, 13 goals and 8 assists in 18 matches, did little to stop bigger clubs from calling. In a stunning twist, Berbatov chose Tottenham, a club that, back then, hadn't seen Champions League glory for over 50 years and averaged an 11th place finish. Yet he forged an extraordinary bond with Robbie Keane, whose tireless runs allowed Berbatov to showcase his brilliance. In his first season, he racked up an astonishing 38 goals and assists, earned Player of the Year, a Team of the Season spot, and a Ballon d'Or nomination. In his second year, he scored the decisive goal in the League Cup final, lifting Spurs to glory. At 28, as doubts crept in, Sir Alex Ferguson announced plans to sign him, stirring tension. Initially headed for Manchester City, fate took another turn when Ferguson intercepted him at the airport. In a few crucial hours at Old Trafford, Ferguson secured his signing for £31 million just minutes before the deadline. The decision baffled many. United already had Tevez, Rooney, and Cristiano Ronaldo, the finest attacking trio in the world. Critics argued where a seemingly sluggish Berbatov would fit. Despite flashes of brilliance, including a Champions League final appearance, many labeled him lazy. His second season at United, now under the threat of another kidnapping, was marred by doubt. Amid turmoil, his mother called with alarming news of the Bulgarian mafia demanding protection money and threatening his family. With few options, he borrowed Sir Alex's private jet to rescue them, even taking a detour to confront the mafia. His family emerged unharmed, and he never paid a penny. Throughout it all, Sir Alex grew frustrated. Yet second coach Rene Muhlenstein saw Berbatov's true artistry. He compared him to the finest pianist playing with the world's greatest orchestra, urging him to match their tempo to win every prize. Against all odds, in the 2010-2011 season, at age 30, the Cantona-like player found his place. He began with 7 goals in 6 matches, climaxing with a clutch hat trick against Liverpool, the first for a United player in over 64 years, complete with an overhead kick that contended for goal of the season. His 5-goal demolition against Blackburn Rovers made him only the 4th in history to score 5 in a Premier League game and the first foreigner to do so. Even with limited minutes, he sealed his spot as the Premier League top scorer with 20 goals and 4 assists in just 2,200 minutes. United lifted the league trophy and he earned his place in the team of the season. Yet, when United reached the Champions League final, Sir Alex made a decision that altered his career entirely. Berbatov was not even called up. Watching from home as United lost, his role within the team was laid bare. The following season, Ferguson implemented a faster style that did not suit the vintage striker. After only 12 more league matches, Ferguson made it clear Berbatov was not part of the plan, and he left without even a goodbye to his coach. Rumors swirled linking him with Bayern, Juventus, Fiorentina, and even a return to Tottenham. Instead, he chose a quieter path at Fulham, then had spells with Monaco, Pennsylvania, OK, and a stint in India before retiring and turning to his autobiography. Mustering courage to face his past, he later approached Ferguson for the foreword. To his surprise, Ferguson agreed without hesitation. Weeks later, reading the manuscript, Berbatov could hardly believe his eyes as he read Ferguson's apology for depriving him of his crowning moment and the lingering question: what would have happened if Berbatov had been there?